Hello friends, welcome to Nidhi's Creative Zone. Today I am going to share with you delicious recipe of banana kofta. So for this here I have taken raw banana or kache kele. I am going to use 5 of them and wash it and then pat it dry. And now we are going to pressure cook these. For that, in a pressure cooker add some water and then start adding the bananas one by one. Make sure all the bananas dipped in the water properly. If you need more water, add the water and now cover the lid of the pressure cooker and take one whistle and naturally release the pressure. In between we'll prepare the paste. So for this I have taken 2 tomatoes, 2 green chilies, 1 inch ginger piece and 2 tablespoons of roasted peanuts. Now we have to grind these in a blender. First of all, add the peanuts, ginger, green chilies. You can add just according to your choice, and now grind it into a smooth paste. After grinding, this is how the texture of this puree. Now remove this into the bowl. And this is how it looks like. It is slightly grainy because we have used the peanuts inside that. Now set it aside, and it's been 10-15 minutes. The pressure is already released and the bananas are properly boiled. Now remove one by one all the bananas in the strainer and set it aside for cool down. It's been 5 minutes. The bananas are slightly cooled down. Now take one banana and peel the skin. And it is pretty easy to remove the skin. Similar way, take one by one all the bananas and peel the skin, then I will show you. After peeling all the bananas, now it's time to mash the bananas. As you have seen here, it is pretty easy. You can use the potato masher to mash the bananas. After that, add half teaspoon of red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of garam masala, ginger half teaspoon, 1 chopped green chili. You can adjust according to your taste. And now here I have used besan, but you can use all purpose flour or corn flour. Add half teaspoon of salt in it and handful of finely chopped coriander or dhania or cilantro and give it a quick mix. Make sure everything mixed with the banana mixture, and this is how it looks like, slightly sticky. Now take one empty plate and apply little bit of oil on your palm and take small portion from this mixture and roll it into a small ball. Make sure the ball you are making needs to be medium size. Similar way, take small portion from this mixture and roll it in between your palm and make a ball. Similar way, I am going to finish making all the balls, then I will show you. You can apply little bit of oil in between. So after finishing all the balls, this is how the ball looks like. Now it's time to fry these balls. In a pan or kadai, add some oil, let it hot, and now for checking the temperature, add one ball. And if the ball you have seen here, it starts sizzling and not splitting, that means the mixture is perfectly done. Add the second ball and check, and similar way add rest of the balls and fry it on low medium flame. After 2 to 3 minutes, flip the balls one by one with a very light hand and cook it until it turns dark golden brown. If the ball starts splitting, then add 1 tablespoon of besan or gram flour, then start frying those balls. And now here the balls are done after 7 minutes. Remove the balls carefully, and we are looking for this type of color. After removing first batch, similar way, fry the second batch of the balls on low medium flame. Now remove the second batch of the balls. It is important to fry these balls on the low medium flame, otherwise it became raw from inside. After that, add 1 tablespoon of oil in a separate pan, let it hot, add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, half teaspoon of fenugreek seeds or methi. Give it a quick mix. It will give a nice flavor and good for digestion. Add 1 bay leaf and saute it for about couple of seconds. After that, add pinch of asafoetida or hing, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of red chili powder or according to your taste, half teaspoon of dry mango powder, half teaspoon of garam masala, and now give it a quick mix and make sure when you are adding the dry ingredients the heat is on low flame. And now add this prepared peanut tomato mixture that we have grinded earlier. Give it a quick mix, and after mixing everything together, add half teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of salt at this point and mix it, and now cook it on low medium flame until it starts leaving the pan as you have seen here. And now add 1 cup of water or according to your choice how much thick or thin the gravy you want. After mixing it, take one boil. Once the one boil came, as you have seen here, you can adjust the water. If you want more water, you can add it, and you have seen how thick the gravy is. And now start adding the koftas at this point one by one. Make sure the heat is on medium flame at this point. After adding the koftas, just with the help of spatula, cover all the koftas with the gravy. Then cover the lid and cook it for 2 to 3 minutes. Then I will show you. After 3 minutes, now open the lid and check. It's perfectly done and the gravy is perfectly cooked as you have seen here. At this point, switch off the gas, and keep in mind, after switch off the gas, once the gravy is done, it became more thick. So if you want to add more water at this point, you can add more water. Garnish it with some chopped cilantro. And here is the raw banana kofta curry is ready. And this is how it looks like after serving. As you have seen here, it is pretty thick. If you want the gravy to be more thin, then add the water, because the banana kofta has a tendency to absorb the more water. So make sure when you are adding the water in the gravy, you can serve with rice and some salad. And if you like this delicious recipe of raw banana kofta curry, then don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for watching.